Are you preparing for UPSC or state PCS exams? Is newspaper reading is taking too much of your time? What if I tell you that after this 5-minute video, you can reduce your study time by half? Would that be helpful? Welcome to Dhruva IAS Academy's News Navigator. In today's session, we will be analyzing the Delhi edition of The Hindu newspaper 7th March 2025. We will point out what articles that we must read fully, which topics that we need to search additionally on the internet, and what points that we need to note. Not only that, we will also mention the relevance of each topic to UPSC's latest requirements. Without any delay, let's get into it. The first category of articles that we will be reading is end-to-end articles. These articles that we will be reading fully and making notes out of it. The first article under this category is in page number 8, which is an editorial article. This particular article talks about the gender equality and Beijing Declaration. It is relevant for GS2 when we talk about international relations. Also, it is relevant for gender-based topics in GS1 as well as GS3. Kindly pause the video and cover these dimensions in the article. The next article that we will be reading fully is in page number 9. This particular article talks about the This particular article is emphasizing the impact of artificial intelligence on cognitive ability of the students. This particular article emphasizes the overuse of AI by students will degrade the critical thinking capability of the students. This particular one is important for GS2 when we talk about education as well as when we talk about GS3 science and technology. The next article that we'll be reading is in page number 10. This particular one talks about the Indo-Nepal relationships, especially when we talk about education sector. In light of recent Nepali students' death in Odisha University, this particular article gains prominence. Kindly observe the key elements mentioned in the article. It is relevant for GS2 when we talk about India-Nepal relationships. Coming to the next one, this particular article falls in page number 13. This particular article highlights concerns of bottom trawling method that we use for fishing. It also highlights the fishermen issues in Park Bay. This particular article is relevant for GS2 as well as GS3 when we talk about topics like bilateral relations, maritime security, environmental sustainability, and livelihood security. It is also very important for essay. Let me give you a practice essay. Maritime disputes and coastal livelihoods, balancing rights and responsibilities. Kindly practice it and upload your answers in the comment section so that we will provide you the feedback. Coming to the next article, which is in page number 14, this particular article talks about the India's initiatives in line of artificial intelligence. As global economies are racing in AI technology, India is also taking promising steps to be in par with others. This particular article highlights the initiative AI Kosha, which helps us develop AI technology indigenously. This particular article is relevant for GS3 when we talk about science and technology and GS2 when we talk about polity and governance. Especially if I talk about the topics like India's AI strategy, data governance, and technological advancements. The last article that we'll be reading is in page number 20 or Roman number 2. This particular article talks about the healthcare sector and how the recent technologies like wearable tech is helping us as early warning systems. This particular article is important for GS3 when we talk about science and technology, especially if we combine that with GS2 healthcare. Kindly focus on these elements while reading the article. Coming to the next section, that is news without notes. These articles are required to be read, but we do not have much to mention in our notes. Give it a good read. The page numbers are mentioned over here. The next category that we need to cover is Google and Notes. These are the topics that are mentioned in today's newspaper but has not been covered in it. Hence, we need to Google search them. The first one is Office of Chief of Defense Staff. What it is, what are the powers and functions? Is it a statutory body or is it a constitutional office? Try to read as diverse as possible. The next one is Anusandhan National Research Foundation. This is important when we talk about GS2 education topic. The last one is Navika Saga Parikrama 2 expedition. The next segment is points to note. These are the points that we must write in our notes. They will help us in mains answer writing. The first 2 points talks about R&D. So it is relevant for GS2, especially when we talk about education. It is also relevant for GS3 when we talk about science and technology. The last one acts as an example when we talk about freedom of speech and expression. Last, in previous Curiosity Corner, the question that we have given was, which city is located in two continents? The answer is Istanbul. Coming to today's Curiosity Corner, which is the longest mountain range in the world? Kindly let us know in the comment section. And that's for today's News Navigator. Kindly consider subscribing to our YouTube, WhatsApp, and Telegram channels for more videos like this, as well as the notes and PDFs. Thank you for choosing Dhruva IAS Academy. See you all in our next session.